disappointing loss. In this conference, the way it's currently constituted in 2014, if your two best players, in the Atlantic 10 Conference are freshmen, and they're starting to consistently become your two best players, in the short term you're going to lose. In the long term, you feel pretty good about it. That's really, really hard to see today. The long term, because the short term hurts big time. Credit to Duquesne, played great. Got outscored 30-2 on the bench. Part of that was a kid like L.J. McGill coming in, 2-point-a-game scorer, shoot 20% from three, and goes 5 for 6 from three for 19 points. And it was a tough. It seemed like they had a little more fire, a little more invested in this game, than our upperclassmen did today.
And why has that happened? Your freshmen have risen so much, but they're not being helped by the upperclassmen.
We practice hard. I don't have an explanation for it. It's not supposed to happen. Hassan and EC, with the minutes they've played, playing amazingly, considering everything we're asking them to do, and they're just getting stronger and better. And it's, you really, we've got to, we got some guys that got to look in the mirror, and you have to absolutely, you have to perform better. 4 of the last 6 conference games were at home. Coming into this one, that was our rallying cry. Played a bunch of tough road games early, some tough close losses to some of the better teams in the league. We looked at this last 6-game stretch. We talked about it as a chance to pile some wins up and move up a little bit, and to really only, and TJ's effort is always great. He just didn't play well, but it looked to me out there like our 2 freshmen were most invested in winning this game.
How do you treat it from here? Keep them the rest of the way?
We just have to be careful. What you would love to do, would be the fire and brimstone practice approach. We can't do that. Not when you have basically 7 players or 8 players, 4 of which are freshmen. A team that obviously has no depth, based on a number of circumstances that have transpired this year. And I think that anytime you look at a bench number like that, the 30-2, it's it's a tough balancing act, because we need to practice a certain way to get our edge back, but if you overdo it, then we'll have nothing to play games.
Dan, they went to that 1-2-2 middle of the second half. I think the first half, he went 0 for 9 from the field at that point. What happened against the zone? And you kind of figured it out later on because you scored 10 straight points later in that.
Yeah, I just think it took us a little bit of time to adjust. I mean, we were a really bad offensive team early in the year. We still struggle with ball security. We've been a high turnover team. Right now, EC's playing some point, TJ's playing some point. So I feel, anytime you shoot 10 for 17 from 3, 53% from the field, 16 assists. We didn't guard, and I don't have a whole lot of answers for how we could play so soft, or how our older players could play so soft defensively, because I thought Hassan Martin did a great job of adjusting to Soko. Soko hit some tough shots, but he also volume scored today, taking 16 shots to get 19 points.
What happened when we cut?
but you know what, irregardless, of what our roster status is, you try to have, I think one of the things that, is still not where we need it to be, just as well as our roster and our talent base, and a lot of things on the periphery here are not where they need to be, along with our roster, and along with, our culture, he made a mistake. He's a smart kid. He's a high character kid from a good family, and he made an error in judgment, and that obviously hurt us today because we can't afford to be in suspension mode with the way we are currently operating.
You see, what can you do to make this season successful? These last 5 games in and the tournament.
Just get better. I think whether it's winning or losing, we're going to get better in the future. And all I can do is just come in and help my teammates get better with me.
Yeah, I don't know if that's a question for him or Haas. I wish some of these, when you have seniors got 6 games left coming in his regular season conference career, you got to bring it. You got to bring it. You got to play with an edge. You've got to be the guy leading us, not 2 18-year-olds.
Last one. EC, you obviously had a great day individually scoring the ball. Can you take any satisfaction in that, or is this all about the team and how the team played, and whether or not the team can get better here?
At the end of the day, it's about the team. They did a good job of just finding me in my good spots. Now it was up to me to finish, and I was just trying to be aggressive and help my team come back so we can win.
Is it difficult as a freshman? When Coach says we have freshmen leading us at this point, is it difficult to be in that role, to excel in that role?
It is, because I'm still figuring out things myself, and I'm not really ready. I'm still learning from TJ and X guys like that, but I think it'll prepare me better for later on in my career.